Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 7:07, Friday, June 17th, 64 degrees, get up to 73 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pop app and WOBMAM.com, 732-505-1160 to join our conversation. Our conversation turns to the lighter side of finance and, you know, being a radio personality and one of the best pinch hitters in the world of radio. David Crossan.
I have other things I wrote down I want you to say here.
Hold on.
You got more. No,
I
sorry.
didn't see the whole list. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
First of all,
yeah.
Congratulations. You're doing a great job with the show. I've been listening to you a little bit. I have. I am.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to do better every day. But thank you so much. And, I will say, I listen to you guys I know this is going to sound like the Mutual Admiration Society.
Back and forth,
right,
sure.
Right. So I listen to you guys. I listen to Preferred Company every day on my way home. I actually feel guilty when I have to go to like a board meeting or something like that, or I'm like just exhausted and I need to like go to sleep for a little bit. But I do enjoy the show. So, especially when you're on, because you definitely had a little different flavor than they typically have.
Oh, it's fun.
So
it's a blast.
Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself for those that may not have caught you on either your lighter side of finance show or on Preferred Company? Talk a little about what you do.
Okay. Well, the show that I have on this station here is an early one. Need some coffee for it. It's 6:30 a.m. every Sunday morning, right before Topic A with Bob Levy. And what I focus in on is investments and estate planning for retirees and those nearing retirement. This is our community. This is the audience. And this is what I enjoy doing the most. And I got the idea about 2 years ago. And I was pursuing it. And then I came in the studio, and Joel Markell with Preferred Company, we started getting into a conversation. He explained how he did his show, and I'm just like, you know what? I've got to do this. So I remember getting it done, first show, and I'm like reading from a script, and I appreciate being on a live format like this and Joel's show because it's just good practice, and you're so much more comfortable in front of the microphone. But, just getting back to what I do, I'm a certified financial planner, and I help individuals with the retirement, estate planning, all that fun stuff.
So at what point, when you were – So let me go back to the beginning.
Please.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that when you were younger, where are you going with this? When you were younger, you may have been an athlete at some point.
I did. Played a little b-ball.
You played a little basketball, baseball.
You know what? I didn't play baseball.
Basketball?
Basketball.
Because when you say b-ball, you play basketball and soccer.
Soccer,
all right,
yes.
Basketball I could see. Mm-hmm. High school, play past high school or no?
High school, I tried out for basketball. I went to St. Bonaventure University.
Okay.
They just were just a little bit better than I am. So
okay, so
I tried out.
So basketball wasn't happening, but you also played soccer?
I did play soccer.
Really?
Yeah. But you know what? I didn't play baseball. That's a regret I have.
Striker or center back?
No, center sweeper.
Yeah, that's what center back, by the way.
Okay,
there
you go.
I figured because you're tall, and that's where we would put you.
Well, I was good for when the ball came across. Head balls, get it out of there.
Right.
Yeah, done.
And that explains now the clear deficiencies in your
exactly
in your mental game as you head deeper. Yeah.
Exactly,
I had the same issues as a child. So okay, so you played basketball, and so when you were a high school jock, right? Were you thinking to yourself, you know what, this is great. I love it. I love playing basketball. I love soccer. But all of this pales in comparison to what I one day hope to do, which is
be on your show today.
Plan people's financial future as they head towards retirement. When did that take hold?
You know what? That's a great question. I was a finance marketing major, and when I graduated, I started off with a firm called Quick and Riley. Quick and Riley was more of a discount broker where people would call in and take care of their stock needs, whatever it may be. And I really wanted to focus my business in a specific area. There's a lot of financial advisors out there, but I said to myself, you know what? I really want to be in an area where I can do or have the most help to people, assist them in the best possible way. That's another reason why I'm in this community. Because people do need help with this, especially the estate planning with the investments. They come together, and unfortunately, some people separate them. You can't do it, and that's where my focus is on my practice, to commingle everything so it works out smoothly for individuals out there.
Gotcha. Well, are you allowed to say commingle when talking about your practice?
Commingle, bring it all together. Okay. Well, you know what? I will say this. So
understand. My parents are both attorneys, so commingle right away. I
it's
start
not
to sweat, and my eye twitches a little bit. So.
Well, you know what it is in this area. You have a lot of people that are retired or nearing retirement, and in some cases, they have an estate plan. They want to see things unfold a certain way if something happens to them. But their investments, either through poor titling, beneficiary designations, or they just don't properly fit. You have to have somebody look at the whole picture rather than just one piece of it. And that's what I do.
Sure. So from the Jersey Shore originally?
No. Morris County. Grew up in Chatham.
Okay.
Came down here about 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
And did you come down here because of your practice? Because you said, where can I go where the most people are retiring? And you're like, oh, my God, Ocean County.
Oh, that's a big reason.
Yeah.
It just made so much sense to come down here for that purpose. And I love it down here. Come on. We're by the water.
Right.
Can't beat that.
And so you're in Bricktown.
I'm in Brick.
All right, cool. And so you love it. And so the radio thing.
Yes, the radio gig.
So you decided at some point, you're like, listen, I think I want to do this radio thing. I think this is a great way to get myself out there.
Absolutely.
And you've been doing it now. Did I hear that you said it was your 100th show, your 200th show?
So we're 107. So we're past 2 years.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. And you still enjoy it.
Still love it.
Yeah. Still
love it. And you know what I love the most is it's on Sunday morning at 6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So you have to have some loyal listeners out there. I get it. But I come in on a Monday morning. I'm just listening to messages all morning, and I always tell people, I'm going to call you back. If you're kind enough to give me a call and put something out there, something you want me to discuss, you're going to hear from me.
Right.
And that's what I do. Every week I get different callers calling in, asking about specific things they want me to talk about or something I talked about on a past show. I incorporate in future shows.
Yeah.
They're writing their shows. All the shows that are going on are because of the feedback I'm getting from listeners. It's fantastic.
Well, that's great. So you've kind of turned it into your so that's your marketing tool.
Yes.
But you're also very entertaining. Oh. And listen, you are. I mean, you have. So I think when people think about accountants, financial planners, you don't necessarily equate that with necessarily the most outgoing of folks necessarily. Sometimes you kind of think maybe a little bean counter action,
little stiff,
maybe a little pocket protector, maybe a little propeller on the head. You know what I mean?
I forgot that. I was going to wear it, but next time.
But that's not you got a whole different vibe going on, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
I just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I do. And you know what? I love doing this with the radio, and I love what I do with the investments and the estate planning. Yeah. So bring it all together.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Are you always a table banger though?
I am.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
people they're probably listening like in radio land. I'm bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, I'm just asking. I never noted that on the other end of the.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Can you hear me now?
And actually, what happens is every time you're a bigger guy, every time you bang the table, my chair actually bounces up a little bit. And I'm actually getting a little seasick over here.
I'm going to calm it down.
All right,
I'm going to sit on my hands the rest of the way.
This is you're only the second person in the history of Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin that we've had to talk about the table banging with.
I am going to level out.
And it's funny because the first one was Mike Hovance over at Perfect Swing Golf, which is right around the corner from here, and he was banging the table like crazy. I said something to him after the show. He texted me. He goes, my wife always tells me I have heavy hands. I'm a table banger. I don't know what it is.
I don't know if I'm trying to emphasize a point. Nobody can see us, so I'm like,
but I'm
Jeremy, you got to hear what I have to say here.
All right. Listen, we're up against the break.
Okay.
David Crossan. We're gonna have more uproarious fun, uproarious, whatever. It's gonna be fun. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin back after this.
Rush Limbaugh today at noon. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin coming up next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Now, back to Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 and WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We're here with David Crossan, Lighter Side of Finance, which is on Sunday morning, 6:30 a.m., right?
Yes, it is.
Oof. All right. And
my hands are now tied. I will not pound the desk.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we had to. Actually, we didn't. Let's be fair. I don't want people to think that we're abusive here. we put some heavy objects on your wrists.
That's it.
So that you have a lot more trouble lifting them.
Exactly.
So you're a Mets fan.
I am.
Right? So you were obviously wildly excited last year.
Of course.
Because you didn't expect that.
I did not. It was one of those things that just you went with the wave.
Right.
And we had it.
Right.
Come
but that's
on,
okay.
A little bit we did. But that's
okay.
right. You're right.
Did you get to any playoff games last year?
I went to every one of them.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Wow. All right.
When it was over, I was upset, but I was tired.
Right.
You know what? It was unexpected. This year, it's going to be tough to get back there.
Well, but this year, so this is the problem, right? So right now, Mets are sitting in a wild card spot.
Yes,
right?
they are.
But you're probably a little bit like, they're 5 games behind behind Washington.
Exactly.
Last year was like house money. Right? You're
Absolutely.
Like, you don't expect
wherever
anything.
they went,
yeah.
that was great.
Yeah. But this year now there's a whole different set of expectations, which is a problem.
And then, of course, Murphy on the Nationals is just hitting everything.
Yeah,
so that leaves a little bit of a mark.
Yeah.
That stings.
It's all right. It's all right. You're going to be okay. And Harvey's starting to pitch better, so you're all right.
He is, absolutely.
And then, we were having a basketball conversation.
Yes. And we don't agree. Oh, there go the hands.
I know.
She got me fired up.
You only punched the desk once since we came back, by the way.
So
it's okay.
We disagree.
Yeah.
You want Golden State, and I understand your reasoning.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So I root for Golden State purely. So listen, I'm a Knicks fan and a Nets fan. I root for hometown teams. I like the Mets.
How's that going for you?
Well, that's why I usually turn basketball off about the All-Star break. I can move along. But I'll watch the fourth quarter of basketball games now because let's be honest, there's no reason to watch anything else but the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
But I'm rooting for Golden State only because they've had a historic season, and I look at it and say it's only a historic season if it ends in a championship.
Correct.
You are rooting for Cleveland because
I just don't like basketball where they're shooting from like half court.
Right.
I can't get into it. Come on, we grew up with Michael Jordan.
Yes.
What would he do? He would take it in the middle, dunk over Ewing or Elijah, whatever it may be, go to the foul line. That's basketball.
Right.
Pound it in low. Yeah, if you have an open shot, you take it, but you play from inside out.
Right. And they don't. Yeah,
they don't.
They don't
Well,
really
think
play
about
that
it.
way.
Curry pulls up. I mean, he can shoot.
Yeah.
I get that. But the problem is like some of the shots he takes, you're like, what are you doing?
Right.
And they let him do it because he can hit some
Yeah.
of them. A little bit he can, but Thompson too. But when they're off, look what happened last night.
Well, and some would point to the fact that they lost Andrew Bogut, their starting center.
I get it.
For last night, which was a huge.
Now, is he out for Game 7?
Yeah, I think he's out for Game 7
that
as
is
well.
big.
So that's so the one inside-outside kind of force that they do have, and their defensive inside stopper is gone. So
Correct.
So we'll see. I do agree with you though. Now you played basketball.
I did.
In high school. What position did you play in basketball?
Forward center.
Yeah, so you were like a 4 or 5.
Well, exactly. And what I tried to do in college is go to more like a shooting guard.
Yeah.
You don't realize on a Division I level how
big,
quick,
yeah.
how big they are,
And how quick they
how
are.
quick.
Yeah.
I put the ball on the floor; they're already at the
Yeah.
other end dunking it.
Yeah, which would explain why your life turned to financial planning.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got you. I felt the same way. When I played high school chess,
It's
I was really
difficult.
good. And then I got to college, and suddenly these kids were thinking 12 moves ahead, and I was only thinking 5 moves ahead.
It's tough.
And
Yep.
Here I am on the radio sitting across from you. David Crossan, lighter side of finance. He will be with us after the break. Please listen to Kevin Williams' Hometown View, because apparently, I don't know, I'm going to be interested by it. So I am waiting with eager anticipation.
Oh, you're looking
Wake
for me
up with
to
Jeremy
clean that one
Grunin.
up.
Back after this.
The news is next. Live from the WOBM Newsroom, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. 7:35, Friday, June 17th, 64 degrees, getting up to 73 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app at WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are here with David Crossan, lighter side of finance.
I like how you slowed that down.
Yeah, I do.
Landed your
I
plane nicely there.
Because I feel like I have to get through. You know, are you a Howard Stern fan at all?
I listen.
Okay, so did you ever see Private Parts?
I did.
Yeah, so he goes through the whole thing where he's like, you know, they're like, no, you got to say WNBC. So he would do everything he could. So I feel like I kind of have to get through the WOBM propaganda stuff. Like, I had somebody yell at me, by the way, who's never called back again early on, who said, you need to give the time and the weather more. And I kind of said, we live in a world where you could just click on a button anywhere,
phone,
like in your house.
right here.
You could probably go to your coffee maker and it'll tell you the time. And if you got the upgraded version, you could probably get the weather too.
It's coming out.
So do you really need me to tell you that information? Like are you relying on AM radio to get that to you?
Well, you know what? Somebody out there might need it.
Well, this guy,
and you've given it, and you've provided it.
This guy was saying that, and now I'm like conditioned that I have to give that. Otherwise, I feel like I'm doing a bad job.
But you did it well, and then you slowed it down.
Right, and then because now I'm back, because that's like we're done with the
good breathing,
with the
in and out,
rigmarole, and now we're back into like now we're into the good stuff again, right? So while we're talking good stuff, David.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that we love to do is we love to give the magic wand.
Okay.
Right, which is your opportunity. It really, I don't want to put pressure on you, but it really says a lot about you as a person.
Okay.
How you use the wand. Because you don't want to sound like you're fluffy and you're just like about ending world hunger.
Right.
But you also don't want to sound like you're self-serving. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's really a lot of pressure. And I don't know,
of course. Yes.
I don't know that people see it that way, but I wanted to make sure that I kind of spelled it out appropriately for you so that you can make the right choice in now utilizing said magic wand. So David, go ahead. What are you doing with it?
Okay. Can I split it in half and go one direction?
So you would like
something
you know what?
selfish and something
because you're in the media like I am, right? Because we're media guys. I like saying that. It makes me feel like you know.
We're the real deal over here. Come on.
Yeah, people should be nice to us because we can we can end them. So I'm going to give you 2 wands.
2 wands.
Actually, let's give you 1 wand and then you can have some fairy dust. So go ahead.
A quick selfish one.
Go ahead.
Let's go Mets, World Series. There it is. You knew that was coming.
Yeah, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
A little selfish.
That's a little selfish.
But there's other Mets fans out there that would love that.
Yeah, it's good for the economy here.
Okay, here's what I would love to do with the wand.
Gotcha.
I would enjoy it, and I think it would just expand what I do with what my work.
Yeah.
Love to continue with the radio and teach. You know what I really love to do? Teach investments, estate planning. I love helping people, but I think I can do more with what I'm doing. Teach it. Whether it continues with radio, I love television. What do you think?
So you want to go on TV?
I would love the opportunity. And again, I enjoy it, but also I would use it as a format to teach what I know and how to help people.
Have you taught at all?
No.
Have you considered that you might want to try a class of some kind, teaching a class?
I got to start somewhere. I agree.
Yeah. So have you?
Well, we're kind of teaching now.
Have you? But I know that
Think about it. Look at our classroom. Look how big it is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But but have you considered? Yeah. Have you considered that you may want to maybe go to OCC or something like that and teach a class?
Possibly. Well, think of it this way. We have the radio show.
Yeah.
We have a lot of listeners out there.
Yeah.
And really, like my show, what do? I really try and educate and teach people on the subject. I'm not like, hey, buy this, buy that, do this, do that. No. I want people to have a couple solid takeaways from the show. So in a way, I'm teaching. And I enjoy it. I like to expand the teaching. So for selfish reasons, I like it. I enjoy it. And then for the good of people listening, hopefully I teach them something.
David, you have kids?
I do not.
Okay. So do you think that you have the patience necessarily for, real hardcore teaching? Because I'm not going to lie.
I believe so, yes.
You feel like you can?
Yes. Well, one day I plan to have children.
Okay. Well,
so and the reason I bring that up.
let somebody know that. By the way.
Exactly. Right. By the way,
you need somebody to help.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where I'm going with this is
I'm trying to teach you a little bit.
You're teaching me. See, we're teaching each other. This is what the show is all about.
It's a give and take. It's a give and take.
I agree with you. It would be a good idea for like a classroom setting, but I think having this format. Look at Marianne giving us props out there. Good morning.
Yeah.
And so that's my magic wand. Just to expand
like
what
that.
I'm doing. So I really enjoy it, and I'm also teaching. So I'm giving back, and I'm doing something I love.
Well, David, let's review
Let's review, shall we?
real quick. A couple things that we learned here today.
Okay.
We learned the lighter side of finance. We are 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years it is.
You love it, enjoy it.
Love it.
We learned today that you played both soccer and basketball. Yes.
Adequately.
We adequately, yes.
Not great,
until
not
you
bad.
got to college,
Right in the middle.
and realized that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
We learned that we both are fans of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes, and I was late in coming in on that. You set it up for me, and I blew it.
I wasn't. I was actually not. It wasn't meant to be a tag team thing there. I was going to finish that off, but I wanted to give it the adequate pregnant pause.
Give it the time.
I had to air it out. And the other thing that we learned is that you are looking to have kids. So if we have anybody interested, please feel free to call 732-505-1160. We'll leave the phone lines open for you straight through preferred company. David taking applications. David, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for letting me come in.
Where can folks learn more about what you do or where to go to find out more about you in general?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. First of all, you can contact me, 732-730-2050, or go to my website, David Crossan, Crossan, all together, .wfadv.com.
Right.
A lot of fun stuff on that.
That's great.
site.
And just feel free, just let them know, if you like long walks on the beach, anything like that.
My
that
girlfriend
would be...
Hannah's listening out there, putting a
Look
little
at
pressure
that.
on me.
That was
I'm getting a
nice.
little pressure
That
now.
was nice. The
on the air.
bailout. That was the bailout. So Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Back with Dana Lancelotti, Director of Tourism and Business Development for Ocean County after this.